Welcome back to Forgotten Hollywood. I keep hearing about this TikTok trend asking the men in your life how much they think about the Roman Empire. The implication is that men think about this and women don't. My question is, why? Why don't women think about this? Why is this so strange? Hollywood has been thinking about the Roman Empire for as long as there has been a Hollywood. In fact, it might even predate Hollywood. And I'm not really exaggerating here. The earliest film with a reference to the Roman Empire was made while Queen Victoria was still on the throne. The silent era had films featuring many Romans, such as Julius Caesar. There are also several about one of the most famous women of all time, Cleopatra. Not a Roman herself, but it is hard to tell her story without mentioning a certain empire. Fascination with her didn't go away with the advent of sound in film. If anything, it increased. Cleopatra has been played by many great actresses over the years, including Vivian Leigh and Elizabeth Taylor. Opposite them, many men have played key Roman leaders of her day. Rex Harrison, Marlon Brando, Richard Burton, Charlton Heston, Roddy McDowall, and Peter O'Toole, just to name a few. 007 alum Timothy Dalton has the distinction of wooing Cleopatra both as Mark Antony in 1983's TV movie Antony and Cleopatra and as Julius Caesar in the 1999 miniseries Caesar and Cleopatra. That's why this is so strange to me. With over 100 years worth of video evidence that people are interested in the Roman Empire, why is it so shocking that men think about the Roman Empire? I probably think about it at least once a month, and I'm not a man. I'm just a history nerd. On that note, I spend a lot of time thinking about a lot of other eras as well. Tudor England, the American Old West, the 1960s, the Victorian era, Edwardian England, the 18th century, Spanish California, the 12th century, the Third Age, and so on. History is a fascinating topic and a backdrop for probably half the movies ever made. Watching these films is like time travel, with little to no historical accuracy. It's where we get things like Back to the Future, Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure, Kate and Leopold, Timeline. On TV, there's Doctor Who, Quantum Leap, and Time Tunnel. Although, if you are actually a fan of history and, frankly, good sci fi, you might just skip the Time Tunnel. It was a TV show in the 60s, and in the first episode, the main character, a scientist for the record, goes back in time using a time machine he built to the Titanic. And pretty much the first thing he does is go to the captain and tell the man he's from the future with no ticket and the ship is going to sink.
Stop this rubbish. We are riding on a calm sea and you talk about sinkings and disasters as though they'd already happened.
It has for me, Captain. I was born in 1938.
The captain turns to his first officer and says, "This man is admitted stowaway. Have him locked up until we reach New York." Yeah, that's pretty much what would have happened. It takes a while for Tony to learn not to start out with the whole truth. The show also had a very low budget, and I assume this came with limited costumes and stock footage that the studio had on hand. And this is why the Greeks laying siege to Troy looked like Romans, because that's what they had, because people are interested in the Roman Empire. Brings me back to the point. The Roman Empire is a cornerstone of Western civilization. Events during those centuries continue to fascinate, from the murder of Julius Caesar to the destruction of Pompeii. The entirety of the biblical New Testament took place during the Roman Empire. It's important in so many ways, and my question is, why don't you think about it? Thanks for watching. What's your favorite depiction of the Roman Empire or another period of history? Let me know in the comments, and don't forget to like and subscribe. Click the bell for notifications, and I will catch up with you next time.